Hello everyone, I hope all are good. So today we will start with the next chapter, the first chapter, physical quantities and measurement. So what are physical quantities? The quantities that can be measured are known as physical quantities. जिनको हम मेजर कर सकते हैं, जिनको हम माप सकते हैं, उन क्वांटिटीज को हम क्या बोलते हैं? फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मास, लेंथ, टाइम, टेम्परेचर, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, वॉल्यूम, all these are physical quantities. Why these are physical quantities? Because all these can be measured. So how to measure a physical quantity? To measure a physical quantity, we need two things. First is the magnitude of the physical quantity, and second is the unit of that physical quantity. For example, if we take a body which is having mass 15 kg, then here the numerical factor 15 represents the magnitude of mass, or we can say that value of mass, and kg, kilogram, represents the unit of mass. So we can see that measure of mass can be written as magnitude of mass and the unit of mass. That means 15 kg can be written as 15 multiplied by kg, kilogram. So in this way, the measurement of a physical quantity is written. That means measurement of a physical quantity is equal to magnitude of that physical quantity multiplied by unit of that physical quantity. That may be length, volume, temperature, electric current, etc. All are written in the form of magnitude and unit. Like if we take length of any body, length of a table, that will be that is equal to 5 meter. So 5 represents the magnitude of length, and meter represents the length, that the unit of the length. So next is definition of measurement. So what is measurement? It is the act of finding or determining magnitude of a physical quantity. ये एक प्रोसेस है जिसमें हम किसी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करते हैं. जैसे हम किसी क्लॉथ की लेंथ अगर फाइंड आउट करते हैं तो उसमें हम इंच टेप की हेल्प से इसका लेंथ का मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करते हैं. सो उस प्रोसेस को, दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज मेजरमेंट. सो द process or act of finding or determining magnitude of a physical quantity is known as measurement. For example, if we weigh any object, any vegetable, any fruit, or any other things in the weighing machine, then we are finding the magnitude of that physical quantity. So that act is known as measurement. So in our daily life, we measure various things. And while measuring, we are determining the amount of matter contained in the bodies. That means if we are measuring mass, length, time, volume, or anything, that actually means that we are measuring the amount of matter contained in that body. So now we will learn how to measure the matter. Matter can be solid, liquid, or gas in terms of physical quantities like area, volume, density, and speed. So first is measurement of volume. So first, what is volume? As you have learned in the previous classes, volume is the amount of space covered or occupied by a body. The SI unit of volume is meter cube. वॉल्यूम क्या है? जितना किसी बॉडी ने स्पेस कवर किया है या ऑक्यूपाई किया है उसको हम वॉल्यूम कहते हैं. और जो ऐसा यूनिट है, द सिस्टम इंटरनेशनल यूनिट ऑफ वॉल्यूम इज मीटर क्यूब. दैट मीन्स इट इज क्यूबिक मीटर, और इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज क्यूबिक मीटर और मीटर क्यूब. देयर आर अदर यूनिट्स ऑफ वॉल्यूम depending upon the large and small measurements, that will be equal to cubic kilometer, cubic centimeter, or cubic milliliter. Cubic kilometer, also known as kilometer cube. 1 kilometer, you know, that is equal to 1000 meter. 1000 meter cube will be equal to 1000 into 1000 into 1000 meter cube. That will be equal to 10 raised to power 9 meter cube. Next is cubic centimeter or centimeter cube. You know, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to power minus 2 meter. its cube will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 meter cube. So it will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 meter cube. Next is cubic milliliter or millimeter cube. You know 1 millimeter is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Its cube will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter cube. That will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 meter cube. So these are the units of measurement for the volume and for large and small measurements. So there are other units also like liter, kiloliter, milliliter, depending on the types of measurement, whether it may be large or small measurement. So next we will find the measurement of volume. We will learn how we can measure the volume of different objects. Objects, we know there will be two types of objects. One may be regular and others are irregular. So objects can be of regular and irregular shapes, and measurement of volume of an object depends upon the shape of an object. Measurement depends upon the shape of an object, whether it is of regular shaped or irregular shaped object. So firstly we will learn the measurement of volume of regular shaped objects. So regular shaped objects can be cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder, cone, etc. So all these are regular shaped objects. So first is cube. This is the shape of the cube. You know that cube have all sides same. The side of all the sides of cube are same. So if A is the side of any side of the cube, then the volume of the cube will be equal to A cube. And if we calculate the volume of any object whose side is the volume of a cubic object whose side is A is equal to 2 centimeter, then volume of that object will be equal to 2 into 2 into 2 centimeter cube, that will be equal to 8 centimeter cube. And next is cuboid. Cuboid, the shape of the cuboid is of like this. Here L is the length of the cuboid, B is the breadth of the cuboid, and H is the height of the cuboid. Then the volume of the cuboid will be equal to length into breadth into height. And if we take any object, any cuboid type object, then L will be equal to, then if L is equal to 8 centimeter, B is equal to, that means breadth is equal to 2 centimeter and height is 5 centimeter, then the volume of that cuboid object will be equal to 8 into 2 into 5. That means it will be equal to 80 centimeter cube. Next is sphere. Sphere, you all know O is the center of the sphere and this is radius of the sphere. Then volume of the sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, where pi is a constant. Pi is a constant that is same every time, and it will be equal to 22 over 7, or it is 3.14. When you divide 22 by 7, then it will be equal to 3.14. So pi is a constant and r is the radius of the sphere. And if you take a sphere whose radius is 10 centimeter, then its volume will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. The value of pi will be equal to 3.14, or you can either take 22 over 7 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. So the answer will be equal to this. So this is the volume of that sphere which is having radius of 10 centimeter. So next is cylinder. Cylinder is, the shape of the cylinder is of this, and here r is the radius of the circular base of this cylinder. This is also the circular base and it is also having the same radius, and h is the height of the cylinder. Then volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h, where r is the radius, I have already told. So if we take a cylinder which is having radius of 3 centimeter and height equal to 7 centimeter, then the volume of that cylinder will be equal to pi r square h. Pi you already know, that is a constant which is having value of 22 over 7 or 3.14 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 7. So it will be equal to 197.82 centimeter cube. Next is cone. The shape of the cone is like this. Here r is the radius of this circular base of the cone and h is the height of the cone. So then the volume of the cone will be equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. If we take a cone whose radius is 2 centimeter and height is 8 centimeter, then the volume of the cone will be equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Pi you already know, then the volume of the cone will be equal to this. So these are the various regular shaped objects, and we have learned how to find out the volume of this regular shaped object. So in this way you can find out for other shapes also that are regular of these shapes, and I will also give you some numericals based on these problems. So next we will learn how to measure the volume of irregular objects. So irregular objects can be liquid, solids, irregular solid shaped, and gases. Firstly, we will describe capacity. What is capacity? Capacity is the maximum amount of matter that can be solid, liquid, or gas that a container can hold. Means if you take any container, then the maximum amount of matter that may be solid or liquid or gas a container can hold is known as capacity of that container. The units of capacity are liter, kiloliter, milliliter, that are also according to the larger small capacities of that containers. So 1 kiloliter can be written as 1 kiloliter can be written in terms of liter. 1 kilo means 1000, and 1 kiloliter is equal to 1000 times of liter. That means it is equal to 10 to the power 3 liter. And 1 milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 of liter. That means it will be equal to 10 to the power minus 3 liter. Or we can also say from this that 1000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. So these are the units of capacity. Now to measure capacity or the amount of matter contained in a container, we know that capacity is the amount of matter contained in a container, and that is also equal to volume. So different devices are used for measuring amount of matter contained in a container. That can be measuring cups, measuring beakers, measuring cylinders. These are used in labs for doing, you have seen I think in the chemistry labs, in the physics labs, or in any other place there we need to measure the amount of matter contained in an container or the amount of matter of the object. So all these are the various devices used to measure the capacity of that containers, like syringe in hospitals. So these are marked with number of lines to measure the amount of matter. So like this is a measuring beaker that is used in labs, measuring cylinder, and this is the syringe that is used in hospitals. So various markings are shown on the cylinders and beakers and syringe. So these labelings can help us in finding the amount of matter contained in the container, or how we can. So you have already seen in the house that our mothers are measuring with measuring cups, and in labs you have seen, and in hospitals you have also seen there is syringe which is also labeled. So in this way we can find out the amount of matter contained in the container. So I hope you will understand all these things. Thank you.